Well, hello and welcome, folks. This is Christian Sadler. I'm calling out of Pleasant Grove, Utah, and this is your Renatus Founders webinar. We're going to go ahead and get this webinar started at the top of the hour. So in the meantime, I want to announce some of you that have joined us on the line and congratulate you for being here. So let's start that off with Amanda Robinson, Marshall Rod, Steve Obrook, Robert Odell, Randy Seams, Jackie Mola, Carla Polanco, Catherine Miner, Cody Beardall, Christy Raphael, Javier Avila, Allison Marshall, Ashley Jetta Garcia, Joseph Begornia, Leslie Andrus, Tammy Stifel, Anna Weaver, Seraphin Sierra, Jacob Pawson, Sari Ajaya, Lavelle Kapua, Heather Hargrave, Stacy Nava, Devin Colon, Kevin Tuttle, Ian Phillips, Lloyd and Diane Leftridge, Leslie Andres, Caliandro Gomez, Javier Rodriguez, Linda Harris, Joseph Knight, Charles Sullivan, Bruce Carr, David Doctera, Alice Kinsman, and Pat Herrero. All of you folks, welcome to the line. Congratulations for being here with us. We'll continue on down the line with JC and Linda Williams, Scott Knowlton, Dale Clarke, Anna Katoni Yildirim, Boris Shiovsky, Christine Wilkins, Tracy Lewis, Eugent Andre, or Andre Eugent, LaShawn Cochran, Kira Sidhu, Kent Murphy, Marion Freeman, Jessica Taylor, Miranda Arandira, Billy T. Esquades Jr., Carol Algery, Chuck Hodge, Carmen Phillips, Gabriel Matache, Scott Buchholz, Denise Dilsaver, and Francisco Roches. All of you folks, welcome to the line. Congratulations for being here. We'll continue with just a few more names. Robert Rinke, Michael Jimenez, Amanda Miller, Summer Mersado, Kip Brown, Rosalind Kirkwood, Sandy Chuck, Lee Donna, Elmer Pakoba, Andre Wilfer, John and Ty Willis, Randy and Robin Clark, Ian Key, Ellis Miguel, and Rick Steiner. All of you folks, welcome to the line. Congratulations for being here. If you guys couldn't tell, the names were outrunning my eyes. And so there's a whole lot more names. There just isn't any more time. So if I didn't get the chance to welcome you personally, I'm taking the time to say welcome. Welcome and congratulations for taking your business serious and being with us here on this amazing Founders webinar. Now I have the opportunity and privilege to turn this Founders webinar over to our founder, Mr. Bob Snyder. And Bob, as I turn this call and this Founders webinar over to you, I just want to say thank you for everything that you do, everything that you've built, and everything that you continue to make better about this opportunity. I'm eternally grateful, Bob, and I know that I say that from my own self, but I also say it for IMAs and students all across the nation. Thank you, Bob, and I'll turn the rest of this webinar right over to you.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Christian. It's great to have you back, and appreciate you taking introductions for us this evening. We've got such a great webinar planned for you this evening, and you know, I see the names, or I should say, I see the attendee list just continuing to go up and up and up and up and up. So we got a lot of folks that are joining us. There's some exciting things we're going to share with you this evening, and then we've got a trainer that I'm telling you, you're going to want to hang on every word. You're going to want to learn every single thing that she has to share with you, because it's a game changer for everybody out there. Anyway, let's get right into it, shall we? Because we've got a lot of stuff to go through in a very short period of time. I mean, first of all, you know, our weekly announcements. I always love this section because, well, there's a lot of good stuff to stay in touch with. First of all, you know, no more checks. You know, we have been talking about this for probably the last 7 months. I wanted to give everybody, I mean, just forewarning on top of forewarning on top of forewarning that we're going to move away from checks, and we're just going to move right into direct deposit payments for everybody. So you need to be set up on this. If for some strange reason you haven't gotten that done yet, go get it done, because I'm thinking that, you know, whether Helios is ready to go in the next week or two, we're going to stop sending checks, and we're just going to push everybody over to direct deposit, because it just makes so much sense. And anyway, so get yourself taken care of. What that means is that for individuals, for whatever reason, they don't get it done, they will not receive their earnings from the company until we have a method to pay them through direct deposit. But we will just simply bank that money until, we have a place to send it. So please make sure that you get this done and get it done quickly. All right, we got to talk about the Leaders Retreat. Oh, my goodness, man, I am so pumped about this. Panama is coming up, and the 2019 Renatus Leaders Retreat is going to take place August 9th through the 13th. This is an event you do not want to miss. I mean, we're going to have such a great time just hanging out together, but we're going to be able to connect with leaders in your team in an unprecedented fashion. As a matter of fact, we have created different ways for you to make sure that you can network with top income earners and learn from them directly. Unprecedented access to our top leaders, our top income earners in the business. And they say that your net worth is very much determined by your network. It's who you hang around with, who you spend time with, how they influence your decisions that makes the biggest difference. And you're going to be able to enjoy all of that at the Leaders Retreat, because this is exclusive. It's for leaders by leaders. We're going to include transfers to and from the hotel, so you don't have to worry about getting from the airport to the hotel and then back again. That's taken care of and a part of your room charge. We've got a Friday night welcome reception that, again, is all taken care of inside of the room block charge that we've put together there. We've got daily breakfast that's included every single morning to make sure that you get a good start to the day before you head on out on excursions or just head on out to the pool. We've got a big group training that takes place on Saturday, August 10th, starting at 9 a.m. And I've got some really powerful special information that just the attendees there are going to be privy to. We've got small group trainings with myself or a member of the pack that are going to be taking place at breakfast on Saturday morning or in the afternoon, where you can actually go into the Renatus calendar and calendar time with small group sessions of no more than 8 people with one of your favorite leaders. And then, of course, we've got a great big excursion that takes place on Monday, August 12th. We're all going to go on the Panama Canal transit visit. And we certainly hope that you'll be there to join us for that incredible event. Because if you're going to go to Panama, you got to see the Panama Canal. And then, of course, we come back from that, get cleaned up, and we head on over to Monday evening's farewell banquet. Now, this is a themed event. I mean, it's all about Pirates of the Caribbean. So we expect you to bring your outfits and get yourself adorned in such fashion so that we could really have a great time. And you know what a great time means for us. That's right, photo ops. The 2019 Renatus Leaders Retreat, it's coming up quickly, but here's something that all of you need to know. The last 3 years, we have completely sold out of rooms on our room block, and then I've had to go back and try to negotiate for more rooms and tried to extend the deadline and everything else. I've been successful in the past, but just by the skin of my teeth. And there have been a number of folks we just said, sorry, we couldn't take care of it because we sold out, and those who waited till the last minute just couldn't come and join us. Well, here's what I did this year. I made a little bit of mistake, and that mistake has certainly worked to your favor because I way overestimated the number of rooms that we were going to need for the room block in Panama. So what have we done? I've done some brainstorming with PAC this morning. We let the pit team know what was going on as well. And we have decided that we're going to extend the registration deadline to July 20th. That's the last day we can possibly do it. So there will not be any extensions beyond that. But July 20th, we're going to extend the registration deadline. We're going to also allow you to invite family members if you should choose. There's an awful lot of folks who said, hey, I'd love to be able to bring my brother, my cousin, my sister, my parents, and have them come along for an incredible trip like this. Now, they're not going to come to the training, but they can hang out with us on the excursions. They can go to the pool. They can get to know the Renatus community. And my thought is by the time they're finished getting to know us, they're going to want to become a part of us. So family members are invited. And we decided to take it a step further and just remove the qualification and open it to all IMAs. Folks, it's important for us to fill that room block and get things going. So we're going to open this up to all IMAs. Doesn't matter if they're 5-star qualified. Doesn't matter if they're 1-star qualified with 5 IMAs. All IMAs, all independent marketing affiliates in the company right now are invited to come with us to the Leaders Retreat in Panama, where we're going to share some amazing little secrets to success that really will help to ignite their business and push them to the next level. not to mention the fact that we've got unprecedented access that we're giving them to all of the leaders and top income earners in the company. So we want you to be with us in Panama. Let's get you down there so that we can enjoy this incredible trip together. All right, moving right along. Hey, we just want to remind everybody we're pretty excited. I mean, you know, we are the best. What does the best mean? Well, for the second year in a row, Renatus has been awarded the best of state in the state of Utah for seminar training and education. That's huge. I mean, you know, we got a repeat. Now, next year, we're going to work on a three-peat. And we're really excited about that. This is a very, very prestigious award inside of the state of Utah. It's an exclusive kind of a deal, and now we're a part of that inner circle, and we are so jacked up and excited about it that we wanted to share it with you because it's because of all the good work that you do that we're able to do what we do. Also, the Velocity Banking app. I mean, the downloads are going nicely. I mean, we've got thousands and thousands of people who have now downloaded the app. We want to see that continue to go. All you got to do is go to renatus.me/Google or renatus.me/Apple, or just go to the Google Store, the Play Store, and the Apple Store and download the app. But it's the Renatus Velocity Banking app, which will then allow you on your mobile device to show people, you know, or I should say to allow them to put in their own numbers so that they can get a feel for just how fantastic this strategy is, how powerful it is, and what kind of savings, you know, can be demonstrated. Also, at the national conference, we did a great skit at the end of the national about 3-foot challenge with myself and about the new Biff handout cards. Well, if you want a replay of all of that training, then you got to go watch this. It's in Helios. There's also in Helios Christian George's training from the national conference on 5-star service. I encourage you to go and enjoy that as well. That's in Helios. And coming up on August 1st and 2nd, that's Thursday, August 1st, we've got Nathan Tabor that is going to be in the studio to talk about due diligence. On Friday, Brian Sump is going to be in there talking about seller financing and subject to mortgages and transactions. These two powerful classes should be attended by the masses. But unfortunately, if they're not involved with Renatus and they don't have an Extreme Plus combo, they're not going to be able to enjoy it. So those of you who are, you get the special privilege to come on down to the studio and be a part of the live studio audience. Then we have a corporate Renatus intensive that is taking place August 3rd at 9 a.m. Mountain Time. 9 a.m. Mountain Time, August 3rd. Heather Echevarria is going to be teaching all about fix and flip, and we'll be broadcasting that intensive all across the country. So be sure to get yourself registered. Be sure to plan for that. Be sure to invite your guests to view that as well. Whether you're viewing it in a condo, in your home, in an office, wherever it might be, we're going to live stream it to you, and we encourage you to have as many people in the room as you possibly can so that they can get a taste, a sampling, if you will, of the Renatus educational services. Also coming soon, we've got them just about ready to release. So in the next week or so, you're going to start to see the release of our 3-part short-term rental series with Mr. Jay Massey. And these are going to be a big hit. They have been in major demand. So we're excited to be able to let you know that we've got those just about ready to release. Pay attention to your email because those will be made available to you in Helios as well. And the Renatus store, which is coming soon. We've got all this great swag for you to enjoy, and it's time for us to really help get the branding of this company and this community out there. So pay attention. The store is almost finished, and we'll be making an announcement about that pretty soon. Well, here's a big announcement. So I hope everybody's paying attention. This is a brand new Renatus program that we're rolling out. Brand spanking new. It's called the Renatus Summer Rally. That's right, the Renatus Rally. And we want people to become superstars. Well, how do you become a superstar? You know what? Best way for me to explain it, well, is probably just to play a video and show you. So hang on just a minute here, and I'm going to see if I can get this video to play for me. And I'm going to ask Jay Stark to come on out here and give me a little direction, because as I go over to the presenter board, I'm not seeing the video.
Gotcha.
Jay, you there?
So Yes, sir. The one thing, everybody on the line, you need to be aware, if you're on your phone, you may not hear the audio. It doesn't always come across just right. So if you don't hear it, just bear with us. But Bob, underneath the play button where it has you pick which screen you're going to show, you should have a drop down there, and under there you should see the video. So it's going to mute you while you hit plays. But yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay, here we go. This is the Superstar Rally video. Check it out.
All right, Bob, are you still out there?
Back over to my other screen. Hey, I think I did it. Can you see my
There we
screen,
go.
Dave?
Yep, good to go.
Oh, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? That's a beautiful thing. All right. Well, here's the good news. Let's do a little recap here, because that's for this great superstar qualifier, right? The Renatus Rally. And the Renatus Rally we're really excited about. Why? Because it gives everybody an opportunity to become a superstar, qualified person in Renatus. You want to be one-star superstar or one-star superstar qualified? Man, that's a little bit of a tongue twister. If you go out there and in 30 days, now this is for existing non-qualified IMAs, for existing but non-qualified IMAs, all you got to do is sell 3 essentials packages in the next 30 days, and you're going to be one-star qualified and be a superstar qualified IMA. For brand spanking new IMAs who enroll and their order completes, I should say their IMA agreement completes today, going forward, and they can do that in a number of ways. I mean, they can go out there and sell 3, or they can purchase their own essentials and sell 2 essentials in a 30-day period of time. You're going to be able to take on that incredible designation as a superstar qualified one-star IMA in Renatus. Now, there's going to be some cool things that you get, too. I mean, you get an interview at the national conference where we're going to videotape that and package it up so we can make you famous. You're going to get access to the Renatus Prize Vault. What's the Renatus Prize Vault? Well, we're creating some amazing swag in there that is going to be branded specifically for those who achieve superstar status. And only one-star superstar qualified IMAs are going to be able to choose from the Renatus Prize Vault, so that you can adorn yourself or carry along with you those little nuggets of gold that designate you as someone who stepped away from the crowd to do big things. And of course, you're going to get your one-star lapel pin, just as you always have. Now, what about those individuals who get 5-star superstar qualified? 5 superstar qualified in 60 days. Now, for existing, and again, this is non-qualified IMAs, all you got to do is just go out there and sell 3 extreme combo packages in the next 60 days, and we're going to give you that designation. For brand spanking new IMAs whose order, IMA order completes today going forward, well, you can do that. And the simplest way to do that is, just count your own purchase as one of the 3 sales, right? And you purchase your own combo and sell 2 other combos in a 60-day period of time. And what you're going to do is you're going to win tickets to the national conference. So we're going to give you 1 ticket for the national conference. We're going to give you recognition at the national conference. Plus, you get this way cool superstar 5-star pin, which we have put over on the left side of your screen. So instead of just our regular 5 stars, this one's going to have a 60 in there that designates you as a superstar qualified 5-star IMA. This is effective immediately. It starts today, so we're off to the races, and this is all about the Renatus Summer Rally. Make it the best that you possibly can, because we want to see you out there building your business effectively. Remember this, you only have 1 first 30 days, 1 first 60 days to build your story in Renatus. So let's make it a story that others want to follow and emulate as an example. All right. Hey, Operation Underground Railroad is the charity of choice here at Renatus, and we've got a special opportunity to help this incredible organization, because their entire purpose, everything that they do, is all about freeing child sex slaves. And it is a very disheartening and sad reality that over 2 million children worldwide live as sex slaves. Well, we've got the opportunity to work with Operation Underground Railroad and their special forces and police teams around the world to help free these kids and to provide for these kids the kind of aftercare that's important for them to, get on with their life and move forward. There's a unique opportunity where Operation Underground Railroad is actually partnered with Tony Robbins. And Tony has said, all right, for a certain select group of individuals and organizations that are supporters of Operation Underground Railroad, Tony's pledged this: for every single dollar we donate, he'll triple it. Think about that for just a minute. Our donation will be tripled today, and Tony's opening his checkbook in a very powerful way. So when the folks at Operation Underground Railroad told me about this, I was like, oh my goodness, man, we got to get the word out to everybody in Renatus because they need to be a part of this incredible thing. If you're going to open your pocketbook to help these kids at any time, do it now. And if you do it now, then Tony is going to triple your donation right now. Now, here's what I would suggest you do. All you have to do is go to this website, https, you got that, my.rrescue.org/Tony Robbins. What you're going to have is you're going to see a landing page there. And under the landing page, if you scroll down, it's going to have your billing information and your address information. Well, you see at the bottom here where it says, how'd you hear about us? And in that big red circle, it's got Renatus. If you click on Renatus as to how you heard about that, then you can put in your donation and Tony's going to triple it. So we can get the maximum bang for the buck and help these kids in an unprecedented way. And I would encourage everybody to, think about the gifts they're given, about the blessings they receive, and about how they can use some of that excess and resource to bless the lives of others. This is the best time for us to do it with Operation Underground Railroad. And we would encourage you to go on and get that done. We'll also be sending out a follow-up email about that because we want to make sure that everybody has the correct information so we can help this important cause. All right. Well, we got through an awful lot of announcements. We got through all sorts of great things, the new promotion, about what's going on with the Leaders Retreat. Let's talk about the Renatus Weekly Top 10, shall we? Renatus Weekly Top 10. These are the top 10 IMAs who had the most guests in attendance at presentations this last week. And what we have is a great group of folks who are out there, dialing for dollars and changing lives. In the number 10 position, number 10 with the most guests in attendance, 22 guests to be exact, on webinars and in presentations. That's Josh Pride. Jose Rodriguez was in the number 9 position with 22 guests. Tom and Shelly Herman, 23 guests, landed him in the number 8 spot. Number 7 goes to Ricardo Beecham with 24. Jim Holmes and Debbie Worthington with 25 guests. Number 6 this week. Breaking into the top 5, hey, there's a couple of our PAC members, Michael and Vanessa Huggins with 26 guests. And then Ferry and Grace Maria Ajaya, 27 guests, got them into the number 4 position. How about Sharon Zinata? 28 guests landed Sharon in the number 3 position. Number 2 goes out to Scott and Sue Bokoltz with 29 guests. Congratulations to you. And then Tracy Poley hit the number 1 spot. 29, got the tiebreaker over Scott and Sue. Congratulations to you. Hey, let's talk about the top 10 event hosts, shall we? Top 10 event hosts. Oh, yeah. In the number 10 position, we got Hugh Zaretsky and the New York City team out there making it happen. Sacramento, California, led by James and Lisa Lease, is in the number 9 spot. Then you got Scott Buchholz out in Union, Kentucky in the number 8 position. Number 7, well, that goes out to Wendy and Brian Bullock and Noah Oliva and Mario De Leon in Los Angeles, California. Antonio Lobo's number 6 this week. And then breaking into the top 5, that's Dr. Gary and Sylvia Lawrence and their team down at Scottsdale, Arizona. Well, Jim and Debbie don't want to be outdone down there in Sewanee, Georgia. They're number 4 this week. And Zach Ullman and Sumari, man, tearing it up week in, week out down there in Phoenix, Arizona. They're in the number 3 spot. Scott and Nancy Rowe and Mr. Bob Tierney, usually in the number 1 position. Isn't this interesting? Chicago, Illinois landed in the number 2 spot this last week. Number 1 goes to Michael and Vanessa Huggins and Kristen Sadler with their Denver and Salt Lake City events. So think about that. Top 10 IMAs, top 10 event hosts. That's pretty exciting. All right. We, because of the importance of the content that is about to be shared with you, we decided to forego the featured story of the week and move right forward into the featured training of the week. You know, a newcomer to Renatus, but not a newcomer to the industry, is Sandi Girl Clarke. And Sandi hails from the great Northwest. And since she has jumped on board with Renatus, oh my goodness, has she made a splash. This girl is absolutely unstoppable. The one thing that her years in the network marketing direct sales industry have taught her, as she's climbed to the top of a few different companies, is how to make it simple, step by step for individuals so they don't confuse this business and don't overcomplicate it, how to make it duplicatable, and how to get the biggest bang for the buck. And tonight she's going to share with you what's worked for her with, a suggestion that maybe you ought to follow her lead and go out there and do it for yourself. So Sandi, we are so excited to have you as our featured trainer this evening. I'm going to push the presenter controls over to you, and the call is yours.
Awesome, Bob. Thank you so much. I appreciate that introduction, and I'm super thankful for the opportunity to be here this evening. And I'm really glad just to be a part of this company because it has radically changed my life in such a short amount of time. I'm also extremely excited about this Renatus Rally. It really reminds me of the 4 success principles, right? The dream, what do you want? And then number 2, what are you willing to give up for it? And then number 3, associate with people that you can trust that can help you. And number 4, what is your vehicle and plan to accomplish that number 1 thing? And it sounds like you've got the right plan and vehicle here with Renatus. And so that just fires me up even more. Well, again, just thank you so much. I'm honored to be here just to talk about, some social selling, as you suggested, some attraction marketing, and the importance of maintaining close connections with your team near and far. And here's what this looks like. We're going to talk about attract. Make sure my screens are catching up with me here. Okay, thank you. Here we go. So we're going to get started with attract, and we're going to talk about how to attract and how to connect and maintain relationships no matter the person you're talking to, whether it's your warm market, your cold market. They're still going to be cold too to the information that you hope to share with them, right? So in order to get to the place of a relationship, it's important to understand the person that you're hoping to develop the relationship with. So we get started out with just creating intrigue. Then from intrigue, you're going to develop conversations. And then that is what leads to relationships. And great relationships just equal retention. And that's what we all want here. So we're going to talk about a little more about this relationship equal retention thing, right? Think of the initial connection with somebody as a -5 on a number line. Okay, I begin to warm them up by attracting them to who I am. You want to attract people to who you are. So I mostly use Facebook as a way of attracting people to my life. And if you notice right here, if you look at my Facebook, here's a bunch of lifestyle posts. This has nothing to do with my business, real estate investing, or any of the things that may spoil the movie that I'm trying to present here. My goal is just to be likable, trustworthy, and I want people to maybe even look at me as an authority when it gets to that place of making some connections with people. So I just call this lifestyle posts, and here are some more lifestyle posts, and you can have a lot of fun with these types of posts. In fact, if you look at these posts, you're going to see just the varied different style of posts, from just a healthy lifestyle, from having fun at the gym, working out, sometimes kind of jabbing people a little bit just to think outside the box, right? To have the life we deserve, we must first let go of the life we settled for. These are the types of things that I think are a lot of fun to create some intrigue. How about milk chocolate or dark chocolate? Guess which one is my favorite? These are lifestyle posts. Here's a few more examples of lifestyle posts here. Have fun letting people know who you are, because this very first on this number line, we're at attract, and it's important for people to get to know you because most people only do business with people they know, like, and trust. So yeah, here's some great examples. I just have so much fun just looking at some of these posts myself. We've had just an amazing day with the family. Let people in on what your life is all about. Then the next step, what we're going to do here to get you a little higher on this number line here, and again, we're in these negative numbers, is we're going to connect. So once I've attracted somebody or have gotten their attention, or they've gotten my attention, then I want to connect with that person. And so here's where some things can get really excited, you guys, exciting. Again, remember, I mainly build on social media. It really fits my lifestyle. I'm a busy mom of 7 children. I have grandchildren as well, and I just love the fact that because of this vehicle Renatus has, it gives me the opportunity to live the life that I am designing for myself. So you want to reach out and connect with, a friend or a lead through using Messenger. So that's why I call it the money is in the messenger. Again, what is a lead when you're working on social media? A lead is anybody who likes and comments on your content. So I message those people. I use Messenger for three-way messages. I call it a PMP, private message plug. And so AKA old school, that's like a three-way call, but there's great ways to do it on Messenger. We're going to dive a little deeper in that tonight as well. So use the Messenger voice recorder. That really speeds things up, and it gives that personal touch, you guys. You really want to keep in mind that when you're using any type of system, whatever ends up fitting best for you, that the system is only meant to serve you and to, help the person that you're working with. So don't forsake that emotional connection you're going to have with people, and the voice recorder that they now have is a great way to do that. Use Messenger to create conversations with people. Use Messenger to develop relationships. Also, use Messenger to add new people to your friends list. Even if I am out and about, this is a really fun way. You could be waiting in line at a store, or I just loved all of the examples that Bob gave us on how to hand out the BIF cards. What I do as well as I make connections is I go ahead and add people to my Facebook friends list. I just ask them, hey, it was really great getting to know you here, and I know we both got to get going, but are you on social media? Awesome. Most people are going to be on social media, so I add people right there to my friends list. So you want to reach out and connect with that friend or that lead so you can identify their needs. So remember, to begin conversations, this is a huge tip, without an agenda. And at first, I just simply connect with these leads, and I just build solid relationships, because nobody likes commission breath. So no commission breath when you're talking to people. They're just not allowed in these conversations. As we move through here, let's talk about, the BIF cards and these cards that we hand out. I got so excited at conference when I saw these come out. There's a couple different ways I really love to connect with people, but when we talk about the BIF cards and you hand them out, you truly need to remember to always get something before you give. So the language is all, I'm glad we met here. In fact, I've got a great way to give you some information. So if I give you this card, would you be willing to give me your contact info? Because I definitely want to connect with you to see what you like best about the information. So that is something that is very, belly to belly and face to face. But when I'm also connecting through Messenger, like I explained a minute ago, if I meet somebody and I just want to find out if they're on social media and I connect, here's how I connect. I pull up my Messenger. I don't hand out my card right away, or even my own personal information, until I get their contact information captured through the social media or using the BIF system. So in your right-hand corner, if you're an Android, you're going to see you've got a little profile circle there. And on the left side, it will be for the iPhone users. What you're going to do is you're going to click on that. You're going to ask them to pull out their phone, pull up Messenger, and go ahead and click on their little profile circle as well. And here's what happens. They're going to have their scan code pop up. And here's how I connect with people. They hold theirs up, I hold mine up, we put them on top of each other, and instantly we have a new friend and a connection. So you can see how amazing that is, and so many people are very willing to do that. In fact, they get really excited because you're going to teach somebody something new. And what a great way to kick off a relationship, right? Showing somebody something of value that can really be added to their life in all areas. So I have them next click on the hand and wave at me. Once they wave at me, now I'm always going to be able to be in that mode of creating conversations with them before I even send info. It just kind of depends where it goes, guys. So you got to trust your gut on these types of things here as you're moving through systems. These systems, again, are meant to serve you. So when I create conversations with Messenger, I private message everybody that likes and comments on my posts, like I stated. Those are leads, you guys. Those are people putting their hands up saying, I am a fan of yours and I pay attention to you. I start conversations in Messenger by thanking them and appreciating them for their Facebook love and support. It's super easy. I shoot a message that says, hey, Becky, thank you so much for the Facebook love and support. What's going on in your world? That's how I start some conversations. Next, I just I'll ask other simple, heartfelt questions like, Again, what's going on in your world, what's the latest and greatest, how are you? Literally, it's that easy, you guys. People want to see, how you genuinely care about them, and it starts off with just simple questions like that. I first listen to them, and then I let them know what's going on in my life, and then I have conversations that lead them in the direction of getting permission to go deeper in my Renata's story. I actually really love to permission base. I don't necessarily, it's not my style to tell people what to do. That works for some people, but it doesn't for me. But I'll tell you what, because I've had permission along the way, they usually pick up the phone when I call or move to the next step with a little more ease because of that process. So then before I tell them too much, I let them know that I have a really great way of showing them what I've attached myself to so that I can live my life better. And that's the part where then I show them a little short video through what I've done to create this type of change. So creating conversations with Messenger is just a whole lot of fun, and it's easy. You can do it when you're cooking dinner. You can do it during the 2 hours maybe you're spending, hitting your contacts with, whatever works for you. So here is, as we move on, all of this can only truly happen, though, on Facebook if you have developed and maintained relationships and you have a desirable presence. Start using the 4 money-making activities online. You guys you'll be so thankful that you took what Bob told us. He's already told us exactly how to do this. Find the people, tell the story, build 4 events, and then follow up and follow through. Well, here's what I do on Facebook. Here's my version of the 4 money-making activities. Here's my Facebook version. I go, okay, Bob, find the people. I say build a friends list. Tell the story, build a timeline. Build 4 events, invite people to watch the AMP and BIF system through the Messenger. Follow up, I create more conversations using Messenger, and I just follow up. So Facebook is truly an opportunity for everybody. So this is where, again, as we're looking at this timeline, it's getting exciting. We're getting close. We're getting out these negative numbers. We're at the place where we're piquing people's interest. But before I get ahead of myself, let's talk about how I pique their interest to get to be able to even tell them my Renata story. This is when they're going to be really open to hearing, what is it that I am doing? What am I doing differently, right? So here's some examples. Hey, Jason, thanks so much for all the love and support. How's it going? See you guys, it's that simple. And Jason says, you're welcome. Love seeing a fellow entrepreneur kicking butt. I just reached out to Christy after she liked a post. And I waved to her and I said, hi, Christy, how are you? She waved right back. Hi, Sandy, how are you? And so I just love the fact that, again, it's easy to build relationships with people. So that's piquing somebody's interest. And then as we move closer to this next number on our timeline, we're going to pass. Pass is where I'm actually passing specific information to them after getting their permission. This is when we send the AMP videos, you guys. I know there's other videos, so whatever you want to send, but the beauty of the AMP, as soon as you send them there, now make sure you are the trailer to the AMP video. So I'm gonna just pause here for a second to show you exactly what it sounds like when I am actually doing this. So I'm so excited to actually tell you more about what I'm doing. I've got to go. I don't have much more time, but I'm going to do something pretty special. I'm going to send you a link, and in this link, you're going to get a really good look at what has changed my life dramatically over this short amount of time. And in fact, you're going to see this amazing man, Bob Snyder, who, he has an amazing track record for helping people. He has founded a company that is literally, it's like life hacks, I feel. It fills in the gaps, the missing pieces, the puzzles of life so you can live better. So you're going to hear how we understand money better, and that once we start to keep more of the money we're making, we start investing into real estate. And so needless to say, that's the type of things I say. And then I let them know, so if I send you this, will you watch it? Perfect. The first video is 5 minutes of Bob, and I bet you're going to really fall in love with him like I did when I first heard him. So again, prepare them. And then I let them know that that next video is going to be about an hour long. Now, it doesn't talk about the money aspect of it and how we, retain more of our wealth and, the tax and legal and all those other types of things that you can also, get right first before you move on to real estate. But you're going to see exactly what has happened for students because they dug into this education, an hour long of that. And after that, I'd love for you to jump on the phone. Let me know when you're done watching, because I have something special that I really want to tell you before you watch that third video. So that's how I do that, as I send them the information, and, have fun with it, play. Send videos out and use your AMP. I hope you guys have all watched the link, because you have to at first watch it, and then you have to, send it out to a lot of people, and then get really good at what works best for you. So here's what that's going to look like. There's some examples where I've sent other videos as well here, but you can see as they go through a process, and this is all through Messenger. I sent out a 15-minute webinar video, and then I went ahead and sent the interest reduction video. And then after that, Jason says, yes, I would love more information, please. So I sent him another video, and then he let me know when he'd watch it. And then I asked him, I touched base with him and said, hey, Jason, did you get a chance to take a look? Yes, I would even like more information, please. Great. So, it's just as I'm working with Jason, now I'm also in a position to have some private messages with some other people that I've been able to intrigue and create conversations with and develop relationships. So here's a message from Brenda that I sent to her. First, she just reached out to me. She actually said that she was looking for, a business opportunity for herself, and she had been following me on Facebook and didn't know what I was doing. So I said, hey, Brenda, we're actually presenting here today and can't wait to see what is possible with what I'm doing these days. Can't wait for you to see what's possible with what I'm doing these days. Here's a great way to take a look. Enjoy, and let's touch base later today. And I sent her my AMP link. And then I took a picture of Michael in the front of his Super Saturday room training so she could get a peek. Personal touch, guys, it's really important. I really care and hope that the people that take a look at this are taking a serious look, and I want to do my job to present the opportunity as I walk them through this process. So Brenda gets back and she says, hi there, I just finished watching the videos, had Craig watch them, her husband, and I have some questions for you. So great, we jump on, we give more info. She asked for some more testimonials. I used our testimonial, the YouTube channel, Bob's Generally Speaking. That's a great resource as well. So that's what it looks like to chat and send information. The times have come and gone where you have to get on the phone for 45 minutes or an hour and a half and try and convince people and things, right? This is a great way to sort through people and allow them to take a look as they're living their busy lives as well. So here's another gal whose interest was piqued and reached out to me as well. Her name is Christy. And so here's where I sent her my AMP link. So I want to pause again here and just let you guys know, not everything always works exactly the way we want it to. And I know right now that AMP does not work perfectly. It's okay. Coach your people, you guys. So I sent her that. She got back to me. She says, yay, it worked. Just typing in Google wasn't. We're listening to it now. So absolutely amazing. A little coaching and staying connected with people, they're not going to get frustrated. Again, be responsible for the energy you bring while you are prospecting, building relationships, throughout the whole process of building your business. People are going to do what you do. So if you're having some troubles and some things, maybe because of the objections you're getting or the process isn't working, what can you do better? Try and make the fix yourself so that you can be, more capable of getting the response that you want. Super fun. So here's another response from her. I can't wait to ask, this is what I said to Christy. I can't wait to ask you what you liked in those videos, but I'll wait till your head feels better, rest up. She let me know that she had a headache, but what she said in these recordings, she dropped below. I am so excited about this information. She went ahead and watched it anyways. She asked for some more, so I gave her the follow-up video, and then she went ahead and watched through that. This was a peak that actually happened while I was at conference. So what I also did too is in 2-minute videos, I recorded some of the testimonials and I dropped them in that thread that I have ongoing with her. So as you can see, she says, wow, so cool to hear these success stories. Thank you so much for sharing. So I hope you guys are getting excited, because you can see that what I'm typing in these messages is not any fancy language. It is just heartfelt. It's brevity, you guys. It doesn't take a lot. You guys just want to be the person that connects them to this amazing information that we have here in Renatus. So the plug or the PMP, this is the same thing as that connection call we talked about, or a 3-way call, but I like using Messenger to plug them into someone else on the team. And so we're getting really close to that 0, which is getting somebody started, which is that enrolling process. But here's what it looks. You can see here Conan plugging people into me. These are 3-way messages. So you see he's introduced me to August, to John, to Andrea, to Chuck, to Jillian, to Nadia. You can see Reiko's introduced me to Chris and Diana, and the list just goes on. So here's what those plugs actually look like. When I open up one of those, what I love about Messenger, I can go to the search bar and I can go Conan, and I can make sure that I don't miss any of my private message meetings with him, and I get all those messages hit. He typed out his message right here. Hey, Sandy, this is August, a top performer, real estate agent in the Tri-Cities. I let her know about you being a real estate investor and helping others. She's interested in connecting with you while you're in Tri-Cities over the weekend. In August, this is Sandy, my friend, who's helping me as well as many others, shortening the learning curve with real estate investing. I thought it would be great connection for the both of you. And then I gave her a voice recording. Over here on this other side with Reiko and Allie, she chose to use actually just the short little voice clips. So in just under 2 minutes, there's an intro from Reiko to the new person, me responding, and the new person responding back. And I'm going to let you guys hear what that sounds like. And I did ask for Reiko's permission. So here we go.
Allie, I'm so excited that you were able to watch some of the videos and have an interest in the real estate, but I want to introduce you to my good friend Sandy. She's my bud, who I ignored for maybe 6 months on this information, but she's fabulous and very successful. And Sandy, this is Allie, who I've known from the car business, and she's also fabulous, wonderful, independent, and very smart, but works a lot too. So just want to introduce you to Allie. This is Sandy. And Sandy, this is Allie. Have a great day. I'm slaving away here at the car dealership today. Anyway, have a good chat. Thanks.
Hi, Allie. Really nice to meet you. Reiko, thanks for taking the time to introduce us. Allie, Reiko's one of my best friends, and so I just love that we get to do a lot of life together, and now it's even increased. She has actually told me a lot about you, and I'm really excited to meet you. It sounds like you really have a great understanding of some of the concepts that we're doing. So it sounds like you've also looked at the videos. So maybe tell me a little bit about you, and if you have any questions, I'd love to see if you'd like to be a part of the community, and then we can tell you how we can make that happen. So talk soon, Reiko and Allie. Can't wait to hear back from you.
Hi, Sandy. This is Allie, and it's nice to meet you also. Sorry, I'm just getting back with you. I've had a very busy week at work, and I get home very late, so I'm just exhausted and usually just ready to relax and take it easy. I'm getting up to start my weekend, and I guess I'm going to a conference with Reiko tomorrow. Reiko, thank you for introducing me to Sandy, and I need particulars about where I'm going to go, and I do hope you're going to be there, both of you ladies. Looking forward to hearing what's available for me and looking forward to just discovering this new information. It sounds great. Feel free to contact me. Thank you.
Awesome, you guys. I just love hearing that, because what gets me really excited, because Reiko is busy. She works bell to bell 7 days a week, and she is working the system, and she is, really doing fantastic because of this, because it fits into her life. So can you just imagine, when I sent that message to Allie after Reiko introduced me, I literally was jumping in my car and going to the gym. Can you imagine the possibilities that people can actually, start to do business in the pocket of their lives if they did some of these things? It just is such a blessing to watch that more people have an opportunity if they understand that the simplicity of this business is just this. So now that we're at that place of, answering the questions, it's time to get somebody started and enroll them. After you've done this, it's time to get their first order in. And again, we can use Messenger for this. It is just amazing. We keep this simple, you guys, right? We have the link. I keep my order form links for my affiliate link and the education link in my notes in my phone, so it's always ready to go as I'm having these conversations. So I just give the instructions, they go in there, and everybody that's gotten started, they actually enroll themselves through this link. So I just love the fact, and I also make sure that I send, the earnings plans. All the information is there getting started. So I simply send these links, like I said, and then the magic starts to happen, because as you're looking at these message holders right now, I have Jason, who's an ex-combo holder. I have Christy, who's an ex-combo holder, and Brenda is getting really close because she says that she also is wanting to purchase that. So we're moving right along. And then what I like to do is make sure that when someone gets started, I'm always conscious that I want to build a long-term relationship, with that person. So I kick it off with a celebration of their decision to get started. And then I PMP them into another team member so they can hear other success stories from someone else on the team. So it doesn't stop. I still private message. The more you can connect, this is a conversation business that helps you develop relationships because conversations you had, and you want to help them develop other relationships with other people so that you can help more people as well. So that's just a tip. Don't be the only person that your person knows. Introduce them to other people that they can reach out to help for as well. And then the next step, I know it feels like we've done a lot of work all the way up to getting somebody enrolled, right? Like maybe some of us have felt like we've been chasing people. It's a lot of work. But when you do all this work, don't get to that place where all of a sudden you feel like, well, you've done your job, right? They've decided to get started. Don't make the mistake of thinking that your job is done. You are just getting started. Can you imagine if you put the same kind of time and energy into that new person while they're coming to a decision, if you continue to put that energy into it when you got them all the way, to 5-star? That would be incredible. You would see a lot of success in your new person's journey. So you're going to want to do the 10-step success with them. I always let people know that that is something that they need to do, and then I go over their lists with them. And I challenge my team members to actually turn in their list to me, and so that we can talk about those people and have some conversations. And then here's something that I just want you to see as well, that here's Christy who says, yes, we definitely got to jump back on the call and finish talking about my IMA game plan. Game plan with your people. So I'm communicating with them on a regular basis. And then we also talk about, in the very first week, I love a CRP or a PBR. Just do a private business reception. You don't even have to wait for a local meeting. You can do it yourself. We encourage people to get them scheduled right away. They can actually show the AMP videos, call us on FaceTime or however they want to do it, and then we can share a story, knock out some questions, and we can close the event down for them. So here's what it looks like. Have a home event, get in people's homes. If you are, close to them, that works. If you're not close to them, that's okay. Again, the videos in Helios is really going to be able to, in the business center and the AMP, is going to help us help them still share it with people, especially at the very beginning when they're super excited. The next step as we move up here is step 3, and you want to get people paid ASAP. My goal is to help them, get paid as soon as possible, because that creates a belief. And when you have belief, you have retention. So here's an example of some of the ways, I love to communicate to my team on a regular basis. I encourage them to participate and just step up their game. I've got some different checklists that we use. I do tracking sheets. This is a Facebook Live right here that I'm doing with my team, going over a tracking sheet that we use. Here's a challenge we have going on right now for accountability. I want to empower them, with tools to help them get started. I created a 30-day challenge where if they participate at a high level, I'll give them a jump drive with over $3,000 worth of self-improvement audios on it. But there's some rules, right? But if you look at this, it's all circled around just 4 pillars, to empower themselves through personal development, to make sure they're nourishing their body, to make sure that, they're exercising, that they're telling their Renata story, having new contact every day. You can kind of get the gist of that. But it's just really fun to stay connected with people and do it in a fun way so that they don't, wonder what they've got to do next. They can just take these little simple activities that have to be done every day and throw them in a challenge, because the challenges are always about these type of activities, as you can see, right here, what that looks like. So we use chat groups to keep everybody connected with their goals. The chat groups are really exciting just because of the fact that everybody is kind of feeding off each other's, energy. I also have them kind of divided into different groups, and all of this is done online, you guys. It's all done online. I have my rising stars in a group. I have a group that's called all Renatus, it's all IMA, that's all real estate. The Rising Stars is all marketing. That's where they get extra coaching, mentorship, and challenges and accountability. And in fact, every week they have to drop their accountability sheet, their tracking sheet that they are tracking all of their, little basic, income producing activities that they have to do so that they can stay in that group for me, so that I know that I'm spending my time with the people that deserve my time. So again, I am really excited, Bob, about this rally we have going on, because the goal is to have somebody qualified as a 1-star in the first 30 days. This can happen. It's happened for these folks, you guys, and they're so excited, and they're on their way to 5-star. So no matter how long it takes you to get somebody or to help them get qualified, remember to always celebrate their accomplishments. So these are just examples of celebrations that we drop in team pages so that everybody can know what has happened for these guys. And we encourage them to private message and ask them how it happened as well. And then the last one on here, again, relationship equals retention. I hope you guys, when you look at this, see that this is doable for you. Everybody could do this. Help somebody qualify to 5-star in 60 days. So once you do that in the first 60 days, and now we have an amazing rally that we're running for. And so somebody like Conan, who's now hit 5 stars, could get that special pin. But boy, Bob, let me tell you, he was excited when he got his pin. I got a private picture of him wearing it. So celebrate people. Again, this is all about attract, connect, maintain. Once you've gotten that relationship gauge over to hot, you want to keep it there. That's called retention. Stay connected to people. You can see some messages here, what's going on and how we maintain, retention with people. And in fact, I'm going to make this just a little bigger so I can see it a little better. This is just mainly all about relationship. And connection. And so here's just another way, for my online folks, yes, we have, an office, we do meetings there, but I bring my laptop, I open it up, and then I do a Facebook Live, and I allow them to ask questions, etc., and I allow them, to be a part of it. The connection and just that personal touch will really go a long way. So we are always connecting with our team through social media. Our team will be on the founders webinar like this, and they are in those chat groups right now. I have to turn mine off, and they're chatting to each other about the things that were talked about, the incentives, etc. They start dropping gold nuggets that they're hearing. They start talking about what they're going to do that week with those gold nuggets, and it's just such an amazing way, to watch people. It actually is an amazing way to build a team that's independent and not codependent, because they have these tools to be able to do this without me, and I'm just showing them these simple ways. So again, every journey begins with a single step, guys. Finish strong, but you will never finish if you don't start. So if you're ready to try something new and you want to try these online strategies, I highly recommend it. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. You're going to see you're going to have more time to work your business for the time that you have allotted as well. So again, Renatus family, thank you so much for your time tonight. And thank you, Bob, for this amazing Renatus vehicle that you have given to all of us. You inspire us daily. And I'm just honored to have been with you guys here tonight. So I'll pass it back to you, Bob.
Sandi, you are an absolute rock star. Thank you, man. Thanks for being our featured trainer out here this evening. And folks, you know what? Again, breaks it down to just simple steps that individuals can follow. I think the biggest challenge that folks have in Renatus is their tendency to overcomplicate what we do and how we do it. Keep it simple, go out there and share the message, and great things will transpire. Sandi, thanks again. You're rocking it, and I love to see your business continue to thrive. So for everybody, I hope you have an incredible 4th of July weekend. Keep in mind the corporate offices are closed on Thursday and Friday for the holiday, but we'll be back here next Monday night on the Founders Webinar. Till then, good night, and God bless everybody.